Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. In today's video, we'll just be working on my current diamond painting and chatting a little bit to catch up. Now, I am working on the kit that I took away on vacation that I did like an hour's worth of diamond painting on. I probably shouldn't have bothered to take a diamond painting, but I did just in case. Before we went out, it looked like we were gonna have pretty crappy weather. We actually ended up having pretty nice weather. So I diamond painted for like an hour one afternoon and that was it, which is fine. But I am currently working on Lazy Dayz. This is from diamondartclub. The artist is Elizabeth Tyndall. I got this one on Amazon. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I will leave a link to it in the description if you're interested. I kitted this one up, I think it was last Monday's video, maybe. I definitely thought I would have finished this one if I'm being honest, but you know, we were kind of enjoying other things than diamond painting, which was nice. It was nice to take a step back. My tray is from Cat Proof. My pen is from Butterfly Effect Wares. I'm using Day at the Beach putty from Painting with Pitties. This storage system, you guys have asked me a lot about the storage system that I used in that kitting up video. I actually mentioned in the video that I couldn't remember what it was. I'm fairly certain it's from Michael's. I'll try to remember to leave a link in the description for you guys. It's not the best. It definitely, like, the lids don't close all the way. Things can kind of fall out the sides, but it works well enough. And I like the case for traveling because it's really sturdy. So that's why I decided to use this particular storage system. I am going to be checking my phone periodically because I didn't realize, or like until right before I filmed this video, that I might run out of room because we did take pictures and stuff while we were away. So if it's a little bit choppy, that's why. But let's go ahead and get into how my vacation was. Also, I am filming in my alternate filming location right now with natural light. So if it's a little darker than usual, that's why. If it's a little bit wobblier, like if the camera's a little bit wobbly, that's why. So I'm filming this on Sunday afternoon. We got home yesterday from vacation, and Luna got home this morning. So we're all back together now and we're home. I definitely have like the post-vacation blues. I am not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow at all. Oh gosh, okay. I think I need to refill some putty here. But let's talk about our trip. So we left last Saturday, which was the 3rd maybe, or the 4th, I can't remember. And we had a very smooth trip down there. Obviously we ran into some traffic. Saturday is a big travel day into the Cape. A lot of rentals are like Saturday to Saturday, which is what we did. So we got there Saturday afternoon. I think check-in was 3. My dad beat us with, he had one of my nieces with him. And then we were the second to get there. And that was just kind of like unpacking day. I can't remember if we took a trip to the beach or not. But, you know, getting the room situations all figured out and bathrooms and all of that. The house was pretty nice. Like it worked, you know, like not to look a gift horse in the mouth, you know, like we were fortunate to have a nice enough place. It was a little bit small for us. It was Steven, myself, my dad, my sister, her husband, and their 2 daughters. So it was a little bit cramped, not in like the living spaces, but there were only 2 bathrooms. We prefer to at least have 3, just so like everybody, like each kind of family unit has their own bathroom space, but we made it work. The house was in a very like fancy neighborhood It was a new house. The one that we usually stay in, the owners decided not to rent anymore. So we're kind of like looking for that house that we'll continue to go back to each year. It definitely won't be this year's, which is fine. It was nice enough. Sunday and Monday, Steven kind of had like a little stomach ache, stomach bug potentially type thing. So we kind of just stuck close to the house. We did explore the neighborhood a little bit on Monday. The weather wasn't great, so we didn't really miss like a beach day or anything. Excuse me. But Monday we did end up going to the beach. We had a very nice beach day. Steven and I are like up and out of the house people, so we got to the beach pretty early and we got a really good spot. And then my sister showed up with her family. It was a beautiful day on Monday. I can't remember like exactly what like the weather was, but it was really beautiful. It was a really nice beach day. It was hot, which is nice, but also not the best for just kind of vegging on the beach. I'm not really like a swim in the ocean kind of gal. I love the ocean, but I like to sit on the land and look at it. But it was a nice beach day. Steven and I cooked dinner Monday night. We did hamburgers and hot dogs for one of our meals. And then on Tuesday, it was kind of like an overcast day, like we were looking at rain. So we ended up driving into Falmouth, which is an area on the Cape, if you are familiar. And we went to a really neat bookstore. It's called Isaiah Thomas Books. It's in this like beautiful pink, like bright pink Victorian house. And it's like used books and art prints and all types of cool stuff. So we picked up a couple of books. I got a couple of JFK themed books. And then we also picked up Steven's mom some, what's his name? What's the author's name? He's very popular. Steven, what's his name? Oh my gosh. Steven. Oh my God, I can't believe it's not coming to my brain. All I'm thinking about is Stephen Hawking's, and I know that that's not correct. I have to ask Steven. Steven? Yeah. Who's the author of your mom's books? Yeah, that's it. Okay, because I'm filming and I couldn't think of the name. Okay, bye. It is in fact not Steven. It's James Patterson. What a dummy. We picked her up, I think like 5 or 6 James Patterson books. That is one of her favorite authors. And they had a huge selection of like some older books that she was never able to get her hands on. So that was exciting. And then we went to a crystal store, which I should have brought the crystals in that I got. I don't feel like getting up again. We went to a crystal store called Cape Cod Crystals. I actually follow them on Instagram, and I've looked at their website a couple of times, but I knew we were coming to the Cape for the summer. So I was like, you know what? It'll just be fun to go there and pick up a crystal or two. So that is what I did. Maybe I'll take a picture of the ones that I got and pop in a picture right here. I got a Bumblebee Jasper, which is the tall yellow and gray tower. And then I got a mini Caribbean calcite tower. I got a golden healer, and I got a slice of agate with like druzy in the middle. Steven actually picked that one out. I love crystals. I don't really talk about them because people have opinions. But I do, like, I have my little tray of like creativity stones and all kinds of things that I keep here on my desk. There are also ones in here that are like good for your voice and stuff because I film videos. It's totally okay if you don't buy into it. I have always been somebody who loved rocks. Like when I was a toddler, I used to carry rocks around everywhere. my parents tell this story of like picking me up from preschool or daycare or whatever, and I would just have my pockets of my pants would be full of rocks from like the playground and stuff. So I've always loved pretty rocks and stuff like that. So, and that's that. And then what else did we do on Tuesday? I think Steven and I just drove around. There is a boat launch parking lot that you can park in at the Hyannis Harbor. Steven likes to watch the boats, so we did that. And then we went back to the house because we cooked dinner on Tuesday as well. We made a variety of quesadillas, so that was really yummy. And then our cooking days were up. We got ours out of the way early in the week, which was kind of nice. Wednesday, we went to the movies. All of us went to the movies. We went to see Deadpool and Wolverine, which was actually pretty funny. My sister didn't love it, and I think my dad was kind of like neutral on it, but Steven liked it, I liked it, my nieces and my brother-in-law really liked it, so that was fun. I haven't been to the movies in years, if I'm being honest with you. So it was like a small, cute little theater, and that was nice. We were due for some crappy weather on Wednesday as well. I don't know that it really hit during the day, but I can't beach it like I used to. Like when I was younger, I used to beach every single day. Like I would be at the beach no matter what. I'm a little bit too old for that now. So we were just ready for a day away, since we spent a lot of time there on Tuesday. Trying to think, what did we have for dinner on Wednesday? Oh, I think my sister cooked. I think my sister did pork chops, mac and cheese, and I think we had a salad, so that was very yummy. Thursday, we hit up the beach again. It was very overcast, very cool, and I knew that that's the day that I wanted to hit up the beach. Steven and I spent like, I want to say close to 6 hours there. My sister and her family got there. They stayed for a couple of hours, but we were there for a while. I did get a sunburn on like the upper part of my chest. I had on like my long sleeve beach cover up, so I didn't have to worry about my arms, but I applied sunscreen and then I didn't do it a second time while we were there. So I did get a bit of a burn on my chest, which is not fun. It's still bothering me. But we're pushing through. Thursday, we did surf and turf. So my dad went to the fish market and got a couple of lobsters. We had some delicious shrimp, which is my favorite. And then he cooked up some steaks. So that was a very yummy, like traditional beach vacation dinner. We always make sure to fit that in while we're there. And then, I'm trying to think if Steven and I went to the beach that evening or not. I've been really into the Olympics. I know I talked about that before I left. So we spent a lot of our evenings just sitting down together and watching the Olympics. Oh no, I know what we did Thursday. Thursday we made bracelets and bookmarks because I took some craft stuff and it was kind of overcast. It looked like it was going to rain. So we just decided to stay in for the evening. And then on Friday, our last day, we got up. My sister made a really big like pancake, egg, bacon, sausage breakfast. And then we all kind of parted ways for the day. It was kind of the day to get in anything that we hadn't been able to do. So Steven and I went to Barnes & Noble because I just wanted to go to the one that's on the Cape. I've never been to that one. It's in the Cape Cod Mall in Hyannis. I didn't end up buying anything just because I was hoping to find more on the buy one get one half off table. I very rarely buy from Barnes, and I know that a lot of people are like pro buy it on Barnes & Noble, support the bookstores, which I totally understand. But when I'm looking at a book that I can get for $6 to $8 cheaper on Amazon, it's just so hard to be like, okay, I'll buy it here. Now, I know that people are saying that eventually Amazon's going to take over and then they're just going to jack up the price of the books, and that is a possibility, but sometimes, like, there's a new release that came out from a series that I really enjoy. It's the Dark Olympus series by Katie Roberts. The most recent book just came out like while we were on the Cape, and I was like, oh, maybe I can stop into Barnes and pick it up. So that's why we went, and when I saw it was like $17+ at Barnes, but on Amazon it's like $12. Where am I gonna buy it? You know, like, I'm gonna buy it on Amazon when I get home. So that's what I did. Shame on me. I know, it is what it is. Then we picked up some Chick-fil-A for lunch. We went back to the Hyannis boat launch. It was very active. We saw a boat hit the ramp, like trying to get up and out. And then just kind of watching like the big ferries and all the big boats go through is kind of fun. So we did that. We went back to the house, started packing. We just do a leftover for dinner on Friday, so everybody kind of eats whenever they want to eat. So we ended up eating kind of with my dad, like he was in the living room and we were in the dining room. And then we decided to go back out. We went to a couple of beaches that evening. A couple of them are resident only beaches, so you can't get in there during the day unless you have a sticker. Unfortunately, our house this year didn't come with a beach sticker, so we had to pay to park whenever we went to the beach. So we decided to check out those two beaches in the evening when nobody's there, like monitoring it. One of them ended up being just like a really small kind of boat launch beach, and it was really smelly, so we did not stay there. And then we went to a different beach. That one was really cool. It had really, really big waves, which isn't something that I tend to see on the Cape. Like when I was younger, we used to go to North Carolina, and there you get like really big swells. On the Cape, you kind of just don't. I guess kind of where it's like cut into like the land, you just don't get a lot of big waves, but there were a bunch at that beach, so that was kind of cool. And we were sitting there and we just looked at each other and we were like, we have to go to Keys Beach, which is our favorite beach. It's kind of like become our beach because the first year we went, we used to go there like every evening. It was a little bit of a hike from where we stayed this year, but we were both like, we have to go. If we don't, we're gonna be like, I can't believe we didn't go to Keys Beach. So we ended up going there. We sat there for about an hour. I'll go ahead and pop up a couple of pictures of that for you guys here. It was a pretty windy, overcast evening, so it was, we were getting blown around there. I was walking out to the beach with like the chair on my back, and Steven's like, don't blow away. So it was very windy, but that beach is pretty cool because you won't be able to see it in the pictures that I just posted, but kind of like just around one of those houses is the Kennedy compound. So it's kind of cool to be able to see that area from the beach. If you guys have seen my bookshelf tour, in our bedroom over my stretch of bookshelves, we have an art print from an artist out in Cape Cod of that beach. So that's just kind of our beach. We really enjoy that one. So I'm glad that we went. We were both sitting there like, it just wouldn't have felt right if we didn't make it to this one. So it was a bit of a hike, but it was nice to be there. And then we headed back to the house, loaded up the car with everything that we had packed, and then that was it. Vacation had come to an end, unfortunately. We got up Saturday morning. I packed like the personals and stuff. We threw that stuff in the car, and we were on the road by about 6:15. Checkout wasn't until 10:30, but leaving the Cape on a Saturday is crazy because, like I mentioned earlier in the video, a lot of people have Saturday to Saturday rentals. So we decided to get up and out early. That's just our preference. I think we were home by 10 a.m. We ended up stopping once to get some snacks out of the back of the car because we were both hungry, but we didn't really want to stop for breakfast. So I got out and got us a couple of snacks, and then we ended up stopping maybe like an hour later because I really had to use the bathroom because silly me didn't use it before we left, and all of the like craziness of trying to say goodbye and all that stuff. So we were home by about 10. Car was unpacked, and that was it. Vacation over. Boo. But it was a really good vacation. I struggled to leave this year. I love the Cape. It's just like so ingrained in my soul because we've been going there so long. It just feels more like a second home versus going on a vacation in a good way. Like, you still feel like you're on vacation, but you're like comfortable because you know where you are, you know where things are, and I don't know, the ocean is just, I love it. So I had a little bit of a breakdown leaving. It was just really nice to be with my dad for the week. Like, I'm 33 years old. I don't live with my dad. I haven't lived with my dad in years. So there's just like being able to spend time with him, even if we're not doing everything together, but to know that we're going back to the house and we're all going to sit down and have a nice meal together and talk and joke and listen to my nieces be crazy. You know, it's nice. And it's really sad when it comes to an end, and the week just flew by. So yeah, it was a bummer, but my dad is already looking at houses for next year. Like I mentioned, it won't be the same house. But we might try a different area. We might try to get on the water if we can find something affordable. He put in a request for a house while we were there, but it ended up being that the family won't be renting it next summer. So that's unfortunate. But he did put in a request or an inquiry or whatever on a different house. So we'll see. But anyway, we got home yesterday, got everything unpacked, and if you watch my channel, you know that I have mentioned that I have pretty severe motion sickness, so I have to take either Dramamine or Bonine, and I wear motion sickness bands. And even though Bonine, I ended up taking Bonine because with Steven driving, like with only being Steven and I in the car, I prefer not to fall asleep, because if something were to happen, you know, when I was younger in the car with my parents and my sister, if I fell asleep, somebody else was awake with whoever was driving. So I try to stay awake to be there to talk to Steven and whatever. So I did that. I was able to stay awake. I think maybe I dozed off for like 20 minutes or something. And we got home, unloaded the car, I unpacked all the bags, and I sat down to diamond paint because I know I really want to get this done for a post review Friday this week. So I was like, let me sit down, there's some Olympics on, I'll watch the Olympics, I'll diamond paint. Well, I was sitting here and my eyes were literally closing. Like I sat here and my eyes were just closed, and I was like, I can't do this. I need to go lay down or go do something that isn't sedentary. So I said to Steven, I was like, I'm gonna lay down. I'm really tired. Like the Bonine is getting to me. So he was like, whatever. So I went and I got in bed under the covers. Mistake number one. I turned the Olympics on, get under the covers, and I fell asleep. Next thing I know, Steven's like shaking me awake. Like, what do you want for dinner? I didn't care. I was like, doesn't matter. And then I fell asleep again when he went out to get dinner. So he got home and he's waking me up and he's like, dinner's here. Do you want to watch House of the Dragon? Because we had the finale episode to watch. So I was like, yeah, okay. So got up, ate dinner, watched House of the Dragon, and I was like, I'm gonna go in and watch the Olympics. Yeah, I fell asleep. I think it was like 7 p.m. maybe. And I woke up like this morning at 6:30. So I slept a lot yesterday, but you know what? My body needed it. It's fine. Back to work tomorrow, so I would have rather have gotten the sleep that I needed than go back to work tomorrow miserable. Honestly, I could probably be sleeping right now, but we got up, went and got groceries, and then Steven's parents dropped Luna off. So Luna is home. I think I took a picture of her when she got home. She takes gabapentin on the days that she's going in the car. So his parents gave it to her this morning. So she's a little drugged up. She's sleeping right now, but it's good to have her home. It was weird to be home yesterday without her. We were both like, this is weird. But yeah, we had a good trip. I'm so bummed that it's over. Vacations just go by so quickly. Can someone tell me why weeks that you're at work don't go by as quickly as weeks you're on vacation? I feel like I blinked and it was Friday and it was time to get ready to go home. Back to the real world, I guess. I am dreading going back to work. I know I have so many projects. I looked at my work email on like Wednesday maybe, and I had over 50 emails. And now my inbox just says 99 plus. So I don't even know how many emails are there. And it's stressful. And, you know, once I get back tomorrow, that is back to school prep. We go back to school here after Labor Day. I think it's the day after Labor Day this year. So it will be busy going forward, but I do have the month planned for videos. I'm hoping I can make sure I'm getting everything out to you guys on time. Yeah, we have a lot going on the next couple of months. Now, I don't know what kit I'm going to pick up next. I feel like the kit that I want to pick up next is from Diamond Shop. It is Ocean Manifestation, I think is the name of it, by the artist Risa Art, which I saw that Diamond Art Club released an image from Risa Art this week. So that is exciting. I've been wondering where she was going to go after Diamond Shop closed. So that's exciting. Maybe Ocean Manifestation will come to Diamond Art Club. It'll probably be a square though, and I have it in a round, so. But I don't know that I will finish that kit on time. So we'll see. I'm gonna see how long it takes me to finish this one. Again, the goal is to have this done by Friday. I think I can do it. Actually, it would be Thursday night, so I could put up a post review Friday. I think I can make it happen, but we'll see. As far as the rest of this week, my plan for videos is Wednesday. We will have either a Wishlist Wednesday or a small shop spotlight. I'm not quite sure which one it will be, so keep an eye out for that. And then again, hopefully Friday, we will have a post review Friday. If not, I'll come up with something. So that is it. I think that might be it for today's video. I want to go sit down and watch the closing ceremony for the Olympics. I've heard that potentially Tom Cruise will be doing a stunt. I don't know. I always love the closing ceremonies because it's like the current host passes the torch to the next host. And the Summer Olympics in 2028 will be in the States, in LA. So that is exciting. Which is why people are speculating that Tom Cruise will be a part of the closing ceremonies, because it's like LA, Hollywood, movies, all that stuff. So not only is my vacation ending, but my entire personality for the last 2 weeks is ending. What am I going to watch at work? I guess, I mean, I do have a couple of audiobooks I can listen to, but I love the Olympics. The Summer Olympics more so than the winter, personally. But there are a few events that I missed while we were on vacation. We do have Peacock, so I can go back and rewatch them, which I might when I need my little Olympic fix. But I enjoyed them. Let me know if you are a gymnastics fan. Please let me know your thoughts on this whole Jordan Chiles / Romanian gymnast controversy. We were watching when, for context, the floor, I think it was the floor finals, Jordan Chiles came in like 5th, but then her coaches submitted a review because they didn't think she was awarded a difficulty for one of her skills. I guess the officials went back and watched it again, and they were like, oh yeah, so they bumped up her score, which leaped her over 2 Romanian gymnasts to get the bronze. And now they're saying her coaches submitted it too late and she should not have been awarded the bronze, and the Romanian gymnasts should have been awarded the bronze medal. So now she has to give it back, which, if you watched it live or the replay in on the primetime in Paris broadcast, the Romanian gymnast had started celebrating already. Like, she had a flag, she was jumping up and down on the floor and stuff, and then the review came through and it bumped her down to 4th place. It was heartbreaking. Like, the devastation on that gymnast's face was just so heartbreaking. But then on the other side, you had Jordan Chiles, who was like screaming and jumping, and I understand, but yikes. So now Jordan Chiles has to give back her bronze medal after she's done all this like press and photos and everything with it. So yikes. At this point, I feel like they should just give the Romanian, like, have them split the bronze. I know it's not ideal, but I don't know. Yikes. Let me know if you were following that situation. All right, so the closing ceremony's on today, and then NASCAR is back. They've been on break for the 2 weeks of the Olympics, and they're back this evening. The race starts at 6, so I'm gonna watch that, and I think I'll be able to make some pretty good progress here on my diamond painting. But anyway, I think that that's probably going to do it for today's video. I know this is a bit shorter of a whip and chat than I usually prefer. The last couple have been a bit shorter than normal, but I do have some things that I still need to do. I need to throw in some laundry. I need to pick up a little bit and get ready to go back to work. Boo. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all on Wednesday with either a small shop spotlight or a wish list Wednesday. Just not sure which one I feel like filming. So with that, I hope to see you guys in my next video, and I hope that you all have a good start to your week. Bye. Oh, and I did do my nails before I left for vacation. Aren't they pretty? They're growing out a little bit, but they held up very well. I did not lose a single one. So, yay. Okay, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.